Hey guys, I'm back again with a brand new video for you all. Today I brought you top 20 Pokemons for the Ultra League for the season 20 of the Go Battle League, the new season that we're gonna have next season. And these are gonna be some crazy buffs and crazy nerfs. And like I said in earlier videos, the game is going to be a lot different in the new season. And some Pokemons who were like ranked 500 are gonna be ranked top 10 for the Ultra League in the new season. That's gonna be very interesting. And the Pokemons that are not in this list are still going to be very good and are still going to be inside the meta ring. Pokemons like Drifblim, Virizion, Golisopod, etc. Those are still going to be good for the new season of Ultra League. I have not put them in this list, but they are still going to be good. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So first Pokemon we'll be talking about is going to be Florges, whatever. Is it Florges or is it Florges? Well, it is now ranked 13, or now will be ranked 13 in the new season. That is going to be season 20, and previously it was, until currently it was ranked 57, and it's pretty good in this season as well and previously as well. A lot of people used it in the lead, and it's going to be very good in the lead and also in the safe swap. And you can also surprise opponents by using its variety of fast moves. That is going to be Vine Whip, Tackle, Razor Leaf. It's got all those free moves as well. All three are fine as well, but Fairy Wind is definitely recommended, and it is also going to get buffed the new season. The charge moves are going to be Disarming Voice, Moonblast, Psychic, and Petal Blizzard. So it's got a little wide variety there. And there you go. It's going to win 20 Pokemons out of 30 in 2-2 shields. Damn, that is going to be incredible. And yep, it's going to be ranked 13. And the good news is no XL candy required. And whenever I see no XL candy required, I'm like, you guys know how hard it is to grind XL candies, right? And yep, looking at its wins, all are going to be meta, like Virizion and Giratina and Cobalions and LickyLicky. And the new meta LickyLicky, it is going to be able to win the new meta LickyLicky. And also Greninja. Greninja is going to rise because a lot of the Pokemons like Dusknnoirs and other ghost type Pokemons are going to be there. And also Giratina would be still there. So yeah, Greninja is going to have a little rise there. So Florges would be good against those Giratinas. And yep, it's gonna obviously lose against the poison types like Tentacruels, and also it's going to be the fairy types who are gonna lose against those Skeledirge and Talonflames. And Cresselia is still going to be very bulky and not the greatest nerf. It got only 10 less damage from Future Sight. That is if you are using Future Sight. Well, Florges is going to be the Pokemon to have in another season. So moving on to another Pokemon, it's going to be Clefable. And there you go. Top 3 Pokemon. Clefable is going to be ranked 3. And previously it was 78. Now it's gonna jump to 3. That is a crazy jump there, and you're definitely gonna require XL candies. It is showing XL candy recommended but not required, but I definitely suggest you to have the level 49 Clefable. It is going to be a lot bulkier, and it's gonna win 19 out of 30 meta Pokemons, top 30 in the Ultra League in 2-2 shields. That's gonna be crazy. That is very good. And yep, it's got like Pound, Zen Headbutt, Charge Beam also as the fast move, but Charm and Fairy Wind are going to be the much preferred moves. You can use either Charm and Fairy Wind. Me personally, I'm going to try the Fairy Wind. And there you go, Swift. PVPOKE recommends Swift, so yep, I will also run Swift, and Swift is gonna load much faster from season 20, so Swift and Moonblast is the way to go there. And definitely Virizions and Cobalions are still going to be inside the meta ring, and obviously there are going to be fighters who are getting Karate Chop like Machamps and Pangoros, so Clefable is a must-have for the Ultra League, and definitely gonna lose against those Talonflames, Skeledirges, and Tentacruels, being the fairy type. So also Swampert and Cresselia. And the good thing is LickyLicky is gonna get Rollout, and Rollout is gonna get buffed. So there are gonna be a little less Talonflames, But anyways, people using Talonflames are gonna put uh, LickyLicky counter in their team as well. So, and yep, it's gonna win against Kabalions, Virizions, Greninja as well, and LickyLicky as well, the new meta. And Giratina, obviously, Giratina is not out of meta yet, guys. Giratina has not got any nerfs, so Giratina is still going to be in the Ultra League meta. And yep, this is going to be another very good Pokemon. And moving on to another Pokemon, it's going to be Malamar. Now, look at that jump in the rankings. 234 to straight number 4 in the Ultra League. Definitely need those XL candies for this. And we're going to win 20 Pokemons out of 30 in 2-2 in Ultra League. The top 30 Pokemons. And look at its wins. LickyLicky, the new meta. And Giratina, the always meta. Cresselia, always meta bulky. Cobalion and Virizions, it's gonna win those, and it's gonna lose against the obvious. This is gonna be Dark, so Fairy, Ninetales, and gonna have a little tough time against Charizard and Talonflames and Swampert and Pidgeot. Well, Pidgeot got the nerf there, and with the wing attack, but we can still use like Gust. We will still have to look how good it is going to be, and its fast moves are going to be Psywave and Psycho Cut, and Peck definitely. We need to run Psycho Cut, no doubt about that. And look at his charge moves: Hyper Beam, Super Power, Foul Play, and Psy Beam. So Foul Play and Super Power are going to be the preferred moveset. Now, this is going to be one of the most interesting Pokemon for the Ultra League, and it's going to be very strong if you have those XL for this one. Now, moving on to another Pokemon, it's going to be LickyLicky, and there you go. Look at that jump. 98 ranked previously, now going to be 6, and definitely it's going to change a little bit the rankings after the season starts. That is 100%. But let's look at it now, and definitely XL is recommended but not required. And charge moves are going to be Body Slam, Shadow Ball, Earthquake, Solar Beam, and Hyper Beam. Now wide pool of charge moves there, and fast moves Lick and roll out, and Zen Headbutt. And previously Lick was preferred, now it's going to be Roll Out for sure. Because of that, Talonflames and Skeletor are going to lose against LickyLicky, and it can also beat Cresselia and Giratina. He's obviously going to have a hard time with fighters like Cobalion and Virizion. Also Tentacool and Registeel there. Swampert as well. He's gonna win over 50%, like 53% against the Open Ultra League meta. They're gonna win against 16 out of 30 Pokemons there. And yeah, this is going to be the one of the must-have. It's like having the LickyLicky until now in the Lickitung until now in the Great League. Like Lickitung is crazy good, right? So LickyLicky is gonna be that in the Ultra League. It's going to be the Lickitung of the Ultra League, but it's going to have Rollout and not Lick. And you can also run Lick, but Rollout's going to have a buff, so we're going to use that fast move there. And moving on to another Pokemon, it's going to be Gastritis. I'm sorry, Gastrodon. Look at that jump in the ranking, 119 to 29. Now, win percent is going to be like 50% there against the meta, and definitely need the XL candies. That's the sad part there. Gonna win against those Cobalions because of that steel typing in that Cobalion, and gonna win against the meta LickyLicky. And Skeletor, obviously, because it's a mud boy, and Skeletor being the fire, but is gonna be a little tough, not a little, very tough against Talonflames. And he's gonna lose against Virizions because it's a mud boy, Virizion is grass, and Golisopod. Golisopod is gonna beat a lot of the meta, as always. One of the best save swap, and Giratina Altered, it's gonna lose against Giratina Altered, but it's gonna differ in shields because it's got that Earth Power as the charge move. The other charge moves are gonna be Earthquake, Water Pulse, and Body Slam, and fast move is gonna be Mud Slap. Obviously, we're gonna use Mud Slap. Mud Slap is gonna have buff, and it's got fast moves, other fast moves like every type, Hidden Power, which is not like we're gonna use a Mud Slap. And this is gonna be Pokemon to watch out for the Ultra League. And moving on to another Pokemon, it's going to be Drifblim. Now, I put Drifblim 1 because of that crazy jump in the ranking, and 2 because Surf got nerfed, so Jellicent is not going to be that great. So using this ghost instead of that ghost, and is going to be very good. And another point I'm putting this in the in this video is fast move. The Astonish will get buff, and look at its win against the top 30 of the Ultra League. It wins 60%, right? I'm gonna win 18 out of 30 in 2-2 and 1 draw and 11 loses. Now that is gonna differ in shield plays and playing styles, obviously, but that is just a textbook. That is just the detail there. And definitely gonna require some XL candies. That is the sad part there. It's gonna hard wall against those Virizions, right? Not the Cobalion. Cobalion, yeah, can land the move. And even if Virizion's got Stone Edge, it can differ a little, but not that much, because in shield plays, obviously Drifblim is going to win. And it's also got Icy Wind and the hard-hitting Shadow Ball. Both are going to be the preferred charge move. Previously it was Hex, now we're going to use Astonish, right? So its Shadow is 27 ranked and normal is 28 ranked. So it's also got Ominous Wind, we can also use that, and Mystical Fire. So a little wide pool there of charge moves, and it's gonna be able to win Giratina and Cresselia as well. The two Pokemons never out of the meta, and it's gonna obviously lose against those Drapions, Golisopats, and LickyLicky, Walreins, and Greninja. Now that is why earlier I said Greninja. Greninja is gonna win against a lot of the Metamons. Walrein is gonna have a little rise in the meta as well. And yeah, this is going to be an interesting pick for the Ultra League in the Season 20. Moving on to another Pokemon, it's going to be Dusknnoir. Now, look at that jump. Shadow was 450 ranked and normal was 437 ranked. Now, new season is going to be 16 normal and Shadow is going to be 17. That is crazy jump in the rankings there. Look at its wins. All are meta, and like I said, Virizions and Cobalions are not out of the meta ring. They are still in the meta ring in the new season as well, and it's gonna be both Virizion and Cobalions and all the fighters, and Cresselia and Giratina and Talonflames. Gonna lose against obviously normal types like Pidgeot, LickyLicky, Obstagoons, and Greninja. Greninja is gonna beat a lot of meta, and Drapion as well. And fast move is definitely gonna be Astonish in the new season, and XL is recommended, and we require XL to get it to level 50. That is the sad part there. And look at his charge moves. Yeah, Poltergeist, Ominous Wind, Psychic, Return, Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, and Shadow Punch. Shadow Punch and Shadow Ball is preferred, like recommended. I might also use Shadow Punch and Dark Pulse for a little more coverage there. Well, it's gonna be cool. And yeah, this is going to be another interesting ghost type Pokemon. I'm gonna actually beat a lot of Metamons there. And yeah, this is going to be picked by a lot of players in the Ultra League. We're gonna see, we're gonna wait and watch. And moving on to another one, it's going to be Pangoro. We can also put Machamp together in this video, Pangoro and Machamp, but I just kept Pangoro. Look at that jump. The craziest jump in the history of Go Battle League, 252 to 5. Well, I think the craziest was this, right? 400. It jumped 400 rankings, man. Well, Pangoro jumped 200 there. I mean 250. Look at its key wins. It can beat Greninja, obviously Dark Fighter, Giratina, Drapion, Cobalion, LickyLicky. Very good wins there, and it's got 50% against the top 30 meta, 2-2 that is. And look at this charge moves: Close Combat, Night Slash, Rock Slide, and Iron. Well, Rock Slide got nerfed there. We can definitely Night Slash and Close Combat are the preferred move there. And first, it's got the fast move update. It is going to get fast move update. Karate Chop is going to get buffed, and Snarl was the preferred one. We can still use Snarl. Snarl neither got nerfed, neither got buffed. Karate Chop is going to be good. And yep, key losses against those Virizions, Cresselia, Tentacool, Talonflame, Scalar Dirge. And yep, this is going to be another fighter to watch out. And we can also put Champ there. And by the way, all these Pokemons are not in ranking orders. Not at all. These are just random orders. So moving on to another one, and it's going to be the other Pokemons. The other Pokemons are going to be Feraligatr, Mandibuzz, Machamp, Zygarde, Greninja, Giratina, Registeel, Scalar and G-Weezing, and Guzzlord, and Golurk, and Runerigus. Now, these all are the 20 Pokemons from the beginning in this video. What I want to say is these are the Pokemons from previous season as well, which are still going to be the meta, one of the best in Ultra League. That is what it's gonna be. And few of the Pokemons that got the update, that is going to be Runerigus and Golurk, that are still going to be good, and Galarian Weezing. Well, Runerigus is going to be able to learn that Brutal Swing, and Golurk getting that Mud Slap buff, and it's going to be Galarian Weezing with that Brutal Swing buff. Brutal Swing is going to load a lot faster, and all these Pokemons, look at those. Zygarde is going to be #1 for the Ultra League. That is why I kept it in this video. Feraligatr is not at the meta, is still going to be the meta. It's going to beat a lot of Pokemons. It's going to have good battle against Giratina, as well as a lot of neutral Pokemons there. It's going to beat Scaladurges. It's going to beat a lot of the Pokemons with shields, and without shields, like Cobalion, landing those hard-hitting Hydro Cannon from Shadow. It's still gonna have a hard time against those LickyLickys and Malamars, but still it can do very good against those neutral, like I said, neutral Pokemons like Clefable as well, landing that hard-hitting move. And Mandibuzz is gonna beat a lot of the meta, like except the fairies and the things that hard counter it. Look at all the matchups. Zygarde, the #1 for Ultra League, except the fast move Dragon Tail, it's got nothing to throw against Mandibuzz. So Mandibuzz is going to be good, and we can win against Feraligatr as well. Also Malamar, also Pangoro, also LickyLicky, also Cobalion. Well, I don't say Cobalion, it's a kind of neutral scenario because of fighting moves are neutral, and Stone Edge is going to be super effective against Mandibuzz. But obviously other fighters, and Giratina as well, and Drapion as well. Drapion is going to be #14 there, and yeah, I actually wanted to keep Drapion here in this video as well, but I didn't keep it. Like everybody knows, Drapion is going to be like good. Drapion, look at the typings Drapion can beat. It can beat Dark, Ghost, Psychic, and Poison, Fairy. 4 typings it can beat, so it's going to be crazy good. And Machamp, obviously getting the buff from the Karate Chop, and Stone Edge is preferred there. It's gonna be good. That is why it is in this video. Zygarde, obviously the #1, so that is why it's in this video. And Greninja is gonna beat a lot of the Pokemons. Like it can have good matchup against Mandibuzz as well, Malamar as well. The neutral matchups, right? Greninja hits kind of hard, and against except the fighters, against those Giratinas as well, and it's gonna do good against Fire Flyers as well, Scaladurges, and a lot of the metas like Golurk and Runerigus, the ground ghost, right? It's gonna be water dark, and yeah, it's gonna do good against a lot of them. And Giratina is there in this video because Giratina is Ultra League beast as always. Well, a little drop in the ranking, but there are gonna be a lot of fighters, right? Machamp, Pangoros, and still Verzion and Cobalion, so Giratina is gonna do good against all of those. And yeah, except the fairies and things that counter it, Giratina is a beast. Even the things that counter it, like LickyLicky, it has to land the Shadow Ball, right? And one Shadow Ball is definitely not going to be enough against Giratina. That's how strong Giratina is. So another one is Registeel. So it got the nerf that it got is Zap Cannon is not the chance of dropping, like the chance of debuffing the opponent from Zap Cannon is dropped. That is the nerf it got, but it is still going to be good. That is why it is still in the PVPOKE ranking at #9. Look at it, Feraligatr is in the ranking, Clefable is in the ranking, so Registeel is obviously gonna do good, right? That's gonna be very, very good Pokemon. And also the poison types like Drapion, and it can do good against those as well. And Tapu Fini, Greninja, Tentacruels are still in the meta in new season, so Registeel is not out of meta, it's still in the meta ring, so that is the thing to be noted. And Scaladurge, okay, so let's talk about Scaladurge and Talonflames. Scaladurge, now you just saw Clefable in #3, Registeel in #9, Cobalion in #7. There are still Virizions and other fighters. So Scaladurge is gonna do very, very good. Not very, very, very good. remove one Very from those 3 Veries, put 2 Veries, so very good in Ultra League. Now obviously LickyLicky got rollout, and it's gonna be tough against Talonflames, very tough for Talonflames, because of that rollout. And yep, Skeletorch is still gonna do good, and that Galarian Weezing there beating a lot of the Mons in the meta, all of the like dragons, beating all the a lot of the fighters there. Yes, it's also got that bait move Brutal Swing, which is gonna get buffed, and Guzzlord is gonna be good. It might be low in the rankings, but definitely gonna do good. Now I know a lot of the fighters, a lot of the fairy got buffed. They are coming in the rankings in the top 10s and in the top 20s, but look at Guzzlord's matchups. Like Greninja is gonna get a little exposure in this new season, right? Greninja is gonna come up. Now Skeletorches are gonna come up a little bit. So there are gonna be Runebrigus. There are gonna be a lot of the Giratina still. That is why Guzzlord is going to be really good. And the Mud Boys, it can do good against the Mud Boys. Like it is gonna be the Gastritis. What is the name? I forgot. Gastrodon. It's gonna do good against Gastrodon as well, right? And yeah, it is going to be neutral against that, but Guzzlord is going to be a little tanky as well, and it's going to do good against those. So moving on to another one, it's going to be Runerigus and Golurk, so they are going to get buffed. They are going to be quite good. And Runerigus actually hard walls Registeel, so that's going to be very interesting. And yeah, it's going to beat a lot of the ghosts, and also can get beaten by the ghosts, so that is going to be very interesting. So yeah, these are the Pokemons, and there are other honorable mentions like Cobalion, Virizions, and there are going to be Drapions, and another Pokemon is going to be Golisopod. Golisopod can beat a lot of the Pokemons. Like look at the Pokemons that got buffed: Fighters, Dark moves like Brutal Swing, and there are going to be fairies, there are going to be water types, there are going to be like ghost types, right? So Drapion is going to do very good in this new meta. That is a Pokemon to watch out. So those were the 20 Pokemons for the Ultra League Season 20. And let's have a look back. So how many Pokemons are here in the screen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 here. And it's going to be 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Those were the 20 for the Ultra League. And I hope you like the content, the top 20 Pokemons for the Ultra League new season. And if you like the content, then please leave a subscribe and leave a like and comment and subscribe the channel if you have not yet. So thank you so much, guys.